Hey, what's up guys? In today's video we're going to be replacing a battery on this Toyota Corolla. So this battery is about $90, so I would recommend, if you like to save some money, you could do it yourself. Okay, I'm going to show you a complete process. This is a Toyota Corolla 2010 model, 11 model, but 2009, 10, 11, 12, but even the other models, even 13, 14, 15, 16, 12 to 21, same procedure. Okay, if you have a Toyota Corolla, it could be a Camry, it could be a Sienna. You do not want to lose the memory, okay? So if you disconnect the battery, you're going to lose all memory. Your idle is going to drop, your car is going to stall, and it's going to stall at red light, stop sign, and you do not want that. It's very critical, okay? So there's two different ways you could do this. One, you could save the memory using a power outlet you plug into the circuit lighter, which I really rarely used. I've done it one time, and what happened was the power did not travel and I lost the memory, so I decided never to do that ever again. And it was a very tough job after to fix it. It was a BMW, I believe. It lost all memory. But in this car, I have a different way. Okay, we're gonna let the engine run. It's safe. I've done it. You've probably seen me change batteries on a lot of cars. So this one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep the battery first, and then we're gonna start it up and replace the battery really quickly. But I want to tell you, if you go to a mechanic, you're paying 160, 70 bucks. Why not do it yourself? Okay, you save yourself like 70 to $80, and a very simple procedure. I'll show you the cold cranking apps on this, so very critical to know some of that information. Cold cranking does matter. All right, but anyways, let's get this thing going. And first, we're gonna clean up the battery, prep the terminals and everything. Then we'll take off the bracket. And then we'll start up the car and dismantle the battery and put in a new battery. Okay, first of all, we have a battery here. I'm using this Delco battery. Cold cranking amps is 640. That should be good enough, 640. And there's nothing wrong with this car. It does not shut off. There's not a time that she needed to jump start the car, but she just wants the battery gone because it's just too old. Anyways, I'm gonna take this battery away, and then I'm gonna show you the battery here. Well, let me show you right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this bolt. I am gonna have to take the battery out, so I'll show you the rest of it. So we're gonna, with the car off, we're gonna clean off the terminal. We're gonna remove this and remove this, get this bracket out of the way. It hooks up all the way down there, but you could just let it lean this way. Once this is done, once it's all clean as much as possible, we're gonna start up the car, and then we're gonna loosen up the two bolts, and we're gonna stop up the battery. Okay, I want it to be a minimum as possible when the battery is out and the engine is running. Okay, so that way I don't want to be prepping all this later on. I'd rather do it first. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of this WD-40. I'm gonna spray on this bolts. What this is gonna do is it's gonna stabilize all this corrosion here, and it's gonna lubricate the bolt here. Okay, so there you have it. Next, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna get some wire brush, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just brush down this. Just be careful, I have a mask on, because this thing is this is acid, and it is gonna probably affect your breathing and irritating, so you don't want none of that stuff. I am gonna blow air on all of this once we're done, so that way this is nice and clean. And I am gonna give a little touch to the inside of the terminal when they're loose, okay, because that's where it makes the contact at. So that is a spot where it's actually making a contact with the battery terminal, and if you don't do that, you're not gonna have a good contact. All right, there you go. So a little bit more lube, and I'm gonna go bring my air, and I'm gonna blow all this away. Alright, one thing I want to say is, if you don't have an compressed air, you can use a vacuum. Just suck it off before you do all kinds of crazy stuff. go, that looks new. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna remove the bracket next. Alright, so the next step is to remove the bracket. We're gonna take this number 10. Okay, I gotta go get number 10. Okay, so you're gonna need number 10 socket. The first one I grabbed wasn't 10, made a mistake. We're gonna loosen up this bolt here. Alright, once you loosen up this, just be careful this doesn't go hit your battery terminal there, because it's gonna short circuit everything. Let's loosen up this side. Sometimes these will not come off, okay? You do need to heat them, but this hook from the bottom will just come off. Let's put this to the side. Alright, so our battery is ready to come off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just check if these become loose without losing any contact of the battery. So look, there you go, this becomes loose. And okay, sometimes they're jammed up too, so you don't want to go banana and nothing becomes loose, okay? So the next step is I'm gonna start the car. So the alternator is gonna provide the voltage, and we're gonna quickly remove this, put in a new battery, clean up the terminals really fast from internally, and put everything back together. Alright, so the engine is running. What we're gonna do is, since these are loose, sometimes these will not become loose even though we loosen it up. You need to tap it with a small little force of a hammer or a screwdriver. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just tap it. That will break the grip on this, because over time this thing will jam up. Okay, there you go, it's moved up. And same thing here. Okay, this hasn't loosened up yet. So let's try to pry that open. The screw is pretty much loose. There you go. Alright, so this cannot fall and touch anywhere on the metal, okay? So because the positive, it will short circuit everything. So just give it good wiggles. Alright, so that's there. Let's take off the negative. You can just push to the side. Positive is something that you need to worry about. And your battery comes out. And your new battery comes in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this ground, just clean it up really good from inside. Okay, even though it looks good, just give it a few touches and put your terminal on. Tap it a little bit. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing for the positive side. See that corrosion coming out? Just try to get it all as much. They do have battery terminal cleaners. It's like a wire brush that goes into the bore. I had that sitting around somewhere, but right now it's too late. I'm not gonna look for it, but that looks pretty clean. Alright, there's our batteries installed. We did not lose any power. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten up this, just a hand tight. Don't go crazy. And I do gonna spray the purple spray I have for these battery terminals. I know it's a big ratchet, but there you go. So I am gonna spray both of these down with the lubrication. But before that, let me put the clamps on. But I need to shut off the car right now. Okay, the car's off, so we're gonna take our bracket. You have to find the hole for the hook, which is all the way down there, which you can't see, you just gotta know where it's at. It's right in one side. Alright, after that, we're gonna take our screw bolt number 10, put it on this side. Make sure you catch the threads. Once you catch the threads, try not to lose the connection on the hook. Just hold it up and just give it snug to the bolt. You don't have to go crazy tight here either, because all it needs to do is hold this battery down. Just give it a little bit of tightness. And then this side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow more air to clean up all the crazy stuff. Because once I'm done, I do not want to blow air on the spray, on the lubrication. Perfect. Okay, so the spray you're gonna be using is this right here, battery protection right there. You can pick this up from AutoZone. They do have different colors, I believe so. And just give it a little touch. This is gonna protect the terminal. Keep it lubricated and prevent that crazy stuff. Okay, even on this bracket, you can spray a little bit, but I don't want to spray on the battery. And there you go. Close up the little lid here, which I caught through the thing, so I'm gonna have to remove, start over, and take that out of there because it got caught between the housing there. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Okay, with this, as I said, I caught it around the thing, but it does have a little mechanism there. You could take it apart and reinstall it. So it's just a little clip that clips in just like that, and there you go. Thank you for watching, guys, again, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. We got the new battery in, good for 5 years.